This is Epic Book Recaps, a podcast that offers complimentary audio summaries of influential non-fiction books, making learning a smarter experience. Pure Invention by Matt Alt. The Power of Non-Essential. Undeniably, you've experienced the joy of singing into a karaoke microphone, felt emotions stir while watching Studio Ghibli's animations, lost yourself in a Nintendo Switch game, or used emojis to express your feelings. The impact of these distinctly Japanese innovations can be seen in global pop culture. While we interact with these creations, we often only engage with the surface, missing the deeper layers of ingenuity beneath. Engage your audience by consistently delivering tangible results that spark wonder and curiosity. The current fascination with Sanrio stationery, Sunny Angel figurines, Animal Crossing, and Hatsune Miku is not merely a trend, it is the outcome of the irresistible pull of Japanese pop culture. To comprehend why these products captivate millions, it's essential to understand the rule of the 3 INs. Non-essential, influential, indispensable. Initially, these products weren't even designed for Western consumers. Yet, they have profoundly influenced our perception of innovation and creativity, offering an escape from the mundane and a deeper understanding of ourselves. Embark on a journey into compelling tales of global success achieved by individuals with big dreams who transformed into industry giants and changed the world. In the chaotic aftermath of World War II, Tokyo, once a bustling city of nearly 7 million, experienced unparalleled devastation. The war and subsequent foreign occupation decimated its population and dismantled the industrial sector, diminishing Japan's manufacturing capabilities. However, during this bleak period, the Japanese citizens realized the importance of uplifting aesthetics, as evidenced by a small creation that thrust Japan into the global exports arena. Amid the post-war turmoil, Matsuzo Kosuga crafted a palm-sized replica of an American Jeep, offering a beacon of hope to children hardened by the realities of war. Kosuga captured the rough dimensions of an American vehicle using his bath towel and fashioned the first batch from pressed beer cans, which sold out within hours. It was more than just toy making, it was a spark of hope for economic recovery. Hidden beneath the veil of simplicity, everyday objects often hold the power to ignite profound transformation. American soldiers were fascinated by these miniature Jeeps, purchasing them as keepsakes. Kosuga's next creation, a 1950 Cadillac, was equally popular. By the end of the 1950s, Japan had manufactured 75% of the world's toys, making it the largest toy exporter. Fun fact: for economic reasons, Barbie dolls and their clothes were produced in Japan for the first decade, significantly boosting the reputation of Japanese manufacturing. By the 1960s, Japan was ready to seek inspiration beyond the realities of the present and past. Instead, people yearned for symbols of an unknown future: giant robots, rockets, and ray guns. The debut of Mighty Atom, known as Astro Boy in English, in 1963 marked a crucial turning point in the history of Japanese pop culture. Despite a tight budget and somewhat rigid animation, the show's success coincided with Japan's rapid urbanization and preparations for the 1964 Tokyo Olympics. Tokyo was on the brink of becoming the world's largest city, mirroring the metropolis depicted in the show's first episode. Osamu Tezuka, the brilliant mind behind Mighty Atom, drew inspiration from Disney's rounded forms, oversized eyes, and anthropomorphism. Tezuka's influence expanded in 1959 as manga anthologies like Weekly Shonen Magazine and Manga Sunday launched and gained immense popularity. His work, including Mighty Atom, Jungle Emperor, and Princess Knight, dominated magazines, but things were about to change. A new generation of artists arose, crafting a radically different style known as Gekiga, which offered much darker narratives. Young and ambitious Yoshihiro Tatsumi, the creator of Gekiga Workshop, rejected Tezuka's naive and whimsical narratives. He convinced 6 artists to join him in his revolutionary project, where they created more complex and explicit storytelling styles. Literature serves as a mirror reflecting society. Gekiga resonated with a new generation of urban youths disillusioned with Japan's post-war promises. However, children continued to enjoy traditional cartoonish manga, which is why Osamu Tezuka remained a top-earning artist and established his own studio, Mushi Productions. To secure their financial grounding, the studio developed an animated TV series for Mighty Atom. Unexpectedly, the show enjoyed groundbreaking success, introducing the world to a new term, anime. When Tezuka passed away from stomach cancer in 1989, the nation mourned the loss of the god of comics, Japan's first international content creator, and the reason for the existence of anime and manga today. Deeply influenced by the works of Osamu Tezuka and the Gekiga Workshop artists, Katsuhiro Otomo created the legendary manga Akira, the first to secure a release in American comic book stores. In the 60s, passionate students used the Gekiga they loved as symbols of their protest movement. Matt Alt. The anime version of Akira, directed by Otomo, premiered in Japan in 1988 and landed in American art house theaters in 1989 as a limited release. It achieved what many thought impossible. It silenced skeptics who doubted the potential of cartoons as a storytelling medium. There was nothing comparable available in the United States, so Akira paved the way for future anime films including Ghost in the Shell and Evangelion, and represented a significant coming-out moment for the small but growing American anime fan community. Despite dark fantasy themes, many perceived the new wave of anime as a form of escapism amid challenging times. It was a blend of references and callbacks to old anime and sci-fi shows, creatively reimagined into something entirely new. Furthermore, the advent of videocassette recorders, VCRs, introduced a new business model for anime, allowing producers to sell directly to the steadily growing fan base and transforming its perception from a medium to a standalone product. Around the same time, another Japanese animation titan, Hayao Miyazaki, started gaining recognition in the United States. His Spirited Away won an Oscar for Best Animated Film in 2003, marking a turning point for Hollywood tastemakers. Since then, American animation studios have embraced Japanese-style content. Mainstream culture is adaptable and adjusts to evolving circumstances. There's no need to chase it. Singing has always played a significant role in Japanese culture. However, the unique reason for the invention of karaoke in Japan can be summed up in one word: salaryman. Unlike their American counterparts, Japanese companies valued adherence to rules due to the hierarchical, seniority-based system where a worker's worth was gauged by their endurance. This endurance involved long working hours, after-work drinking sessions, and late-night singing competitions. In the early 60s, the world of Japanese sing-alongs was dominated by freelance musicians, one of whom created the Juke 8. Daisuke Inoue may not have been the first inventor of karaoke either globally or in Japan, but he understood his audience's preferences. He adapted the songs to make them simple enough for everyone to feel like a star, democratizing singing and leaving a lasting impact on the lives of Japanese and Western people. Singing isn't about perfect vocals, it's about feeling that your voice is important. Daisuke Inoue didn't patent his karaoke machine. He didn't earn any royalties from electronics manufacturers like JVC, Toshiba, or Pioneer, which borrowed his idea in the 70s, or from Yuichi Yasutomo, who introduced digitized, on-demand streaming karaoke in the 90s. However, as the acclaimed inventor, Inoue was genuinely content that other companies amplified the phenomenon, transforming karaoke into a popular pastime and form of entertainment for people of all singing abilities. Over 40 years ago, Hello Kitty was an anonymous character with no personality, storyline, or name. Today, she is a global sensation, as beloved as Mickey Mouse and Snoopy. What's the secret to her success? She embodies kawaii, being charming, innocent, and shy. Simplicity often offers an escape from the responsibilities and moral complexities of adulthood. Shintaro Tsuji was a man who simply wanted to make children smile and had a love for kawaii things himself. He had no experience in design, so he hired young and ambitious artists whose works were cute enough. Their collaborative creativity led to the formation of Sanrio, the company behind iconic characters like Hello Kitty, My Melody, Cinnamoroll, and Gudetama. The success of Peanuts and Snoopy captivated Tsuji, so he instructed his team to draw cats and bears. Yuko Shimizu understood the task, creating the original design of Hello Kitty, which took Japan by storm in 1977. However, Shimizu left Sanrio the year before to focus on her family after getting married. Yuko Yamaguchi took the helm of Hello Kitty in 1980 and spent the next 15 years refining the character and Sanrio's approach to female talent. She toured the country to observe trends among Sanrio's fans and quickly realized that Kitty had become a trend among teenagers. Raised with a fondness for Sanrio, they wanted something that was cute and fashionable, embodying the spirit of Tokyo's fashion district, Harajuku. This led Yamaguchi to create a wallet that resembled top brands but featured Kitty's face instead of typical logos. This particular design propelled Hello Kitty into the realm of legitimate fashion stardom. She was everywhere: stationery, clothes, accessories, figurines, and the public consciousness. To this day, Hello Kitty remains a rock star among teens, and her enduring appeal and adaptability ensure that this trend isn't ending anytime soon. Introduced in 1979, the Walkman wasn't a high-fidelity device. However, this compact cassette player marked a significant shift towards individualized listening, a concept we now take for granted. Its journey began when an ingenious marketer, Akio Morita, collaborated with an engineer, Masaru Ibuka, who later founded Sony. Both men shared a dream of building a powerful company and had everything needed to realize their goals. The launch of the Walkman initially garnered little attention because people were unfamiliar with the concept of private listening. Then, Morita came up with a brilliant idea, gifting the devices to celebrities, ensuring that being seen with a pocket-sized audio device became a status symbol in Hollywood and beyond. The concept of electronic miniaturization became a cornerstone of Sony's philosophy, guiding the company's ventures into gaming culture and other domains. Bold and unique ideas are the driving force behind progress. Similarly, the architect of Nintendo's Famicom, Masayuki Uemura, aimed to miniaturize gaming and make it as affordable as possible. The president of Nintendo, Hiroshi Yamauchi, made another crucial decision by hiring Shigeru Miyamoto, whose Donkey Kong became the reason to buy Famicom. Just like that, both leveraged the acceptance of portable gaming devices. Later on, Nintendo repeated its triumph by launching the Game Boy. It was stylish, neutrally designed, and offered scaled-down versions of beloved game classics, appealing to people of all ages. In the 90s, Nintendo dominated the Western video game market, with playing Nintendo being synonymous with video gaming itself. Then, Pokémon and game-based anime drove the world crazy. No one expected much from the title, but it spread like wildfire and became a global phenomenon. Ultimately, Pokémon bridged the gap between Japan and the world once again, and Pikachu emerged as the successor to Hello Kitty's level of fame. It was through games, not television or manga or anime, that many foreign children would first encounter kawaii design. Tildemat alt. Hiroyuki Nishimura created 2channel out of boredom in 1999, initially as a joke. The site's technology and design were relatively straightforward to say the least, but 2channel had a certain charm and felt like home to sleep-deprived otaku. Trainman was one of the typical platform users, at least initially. On Valentine's Day 2004, he posted the first part of his tragic but still appealing love story on 2channel. A year later, the entire country was talking about him. The Trainman mania led to the creation of a book, theatrical play, manga, and television series. Of course, 2channel grew significantly thanks to that and many other random events, but so did the site's operational costs. Nishimura could no longer afford to maintain his hobby, leading a group of enthusiasts to create the Futaba channel, which had no official affiliation with 2channel, but cleverly paid homage to it. Initially conceived as a temporary solution, Futaba channel rapidly evolved, providing foreign enthusiasts with a crucial insight into the intricate realms of Japanese fandom. Success is always a matter of timing and luck. 4chan, an anonymous message board, was launched by Christopher Poole in 2003. It was akin to Lord of the Flies for anime-obsessed American teens, at least in its earliest days, and was clearly inspired by 2channel. Like its precursor, 4chan initially emerged as a sanctuary for otaku, gaining notoriety through attention-grabbing protests and pranks. Ultimately, the driving force behind 2channel and 4chan was an unquenchable thirst for constant stimulation, leading users to tap into the seemingly endless well of human outrage. Their distinguishing feature, total anonymity, provided a sandbox for the most extreme forms of expression, fostering the growth of fandoms and subcultures. However, it also nourished the darker aspects of online interaction, including trolling, fanaticism, and hatred. As controversies continued unabated, with the site's most vocal users increasingly politicizing it, 4chan's founder stepped down as the site's administrator in 2015 and sold it outright. Who would be willing to invest in and associate themselves with such a controversial platform? The answer was Hiroyuki Nishimura, the great-grandfather of 4chan. The idea of Japan as a trendsetter is as old as time, tracing back to the 19th century when the country first opened its ports to the Western world. Over the years, it has continued to exert influence on the global stage, particularly in technology, design, and culture. Despite various challenges, Japan proudly possesses a unique charm. Amid political, economic, and demographic problems, the country and its people continue to thrive, possibly due to the alluring power of fantasy. While Japan may not necessarily dictate the future, its values and innovations will continue to shape the world's trajectory. Give it a try. Support local Japanese businesses to savor authentic experiences. Embrace your niche hobbies even if they stray from the mainstream. Visit galleries, explore online resources, and connect with people who share your passion. Dive into Japanese cinematography and look for Japanese pop culture references in Western movies. Hypothetical objections and handling them. Objection 1. I don't understand how something non-essential can be influential and indispensable. Response. In the context of pop culture, non-essential elements often become influential because they provide an escape from the mundane and allow us to express ourselves in unique ways. Over time, these elements become indispensable as they become ingrained in our daily lives and shape our perceptions. Objection 2. I don't see how the invention of karaoke or the popularity of Hello Kitty can have a real impact on society. Response. While these inventions might seem trivial, they have impacted society by shaping social norms and behaviors. Karaoke, for instance, democratized singing and created a new form of social interaction. Similarly, the popularity of Hello Kitty introduced the concept of kawaii or cuteness influencing fashion trends and consumer behavior worldwide. Objection 3. I'm not into anime or manga, so I don't think this has any relevance to me. Response. While specific elements like anime or manga may not appeal to everyone, the broader influence of Japanese pop culture can still be seen in many areas of life, from technology to fashion to entertainment. Understanding this influence can provide a richer perspective on our globalized world.